do not judge Ahmadis harshly if they live decently. Now this is a very strange saying, but this is also true, that some people somehow become so strict and narrow-minded in their approach to life that if an Ahmadi is living a normal, decent life, they become censorious, they become extremely stingy in their remarks about such a person. They feel that he is living a luxurious life, and they don't know the essence of what luxurious life is according to Islam, what is wrong in Islam and what is right in Islam. To enjoy the best things in life, provided that you remain within the four walls of prohibitions by Allah, is not at all forbidden, and provided that when asked for financial sacrifices, you remain in the forefront of those who sacrifice their earnings for the sake of Allah. So after that, what is left to you is completely your own choice how to spend it. If you live decently and nicely, it is not at all forbidden for you to live a decent life. What is forbidden has been made manifestly clear in the Holy Quran. So after that, nobody has a right to declare something forbidden which is not forbidden by the Holy Quran. This is what has been mentioned in this verse. قُلْ مَنْ حَرَّمَ زِينَةَ اللَّهِ الَّتِي أَخْرَجَ لِعِبَادِهِ مِنَ الطَّيِّبَاتِ وَمِنَ الرِّزْقِ قُلْ هِيَ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا خَالِصَةً يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. Say, who has forbidden the good things in life to Allah's servants, which He has created for their sake, for this life, as well as for the life to come. It says, for this life they are for the believers, and for the life to come exclusively for the believers. So Allah has created out of His love good things of life to be used, not to be abandoned by His people, by His true servants. So if they make use of these things, there is nothing wrong at all with it. And after this verse of the Holy Quran, nobody on earth has a right to censure them for good living, provided, as I have mentioned before, that they live within the four walls of Islamic dictates. Also provided that this living does not bar them from taking part in the sacrifices in the way of Allah. When we plead austerity, it is not because living a life of comfort is prohibited in Islam. It's only because if you can save more, you will be more able to serve the cause of Islam. That belongs to the region of, as it's said in Islam. Nafal is a term which means after doing the obligatory things, if you do something of volition, that is nafal. So that pertains to the department of nafal. But even if somebody remains restricted to the department, to the field of obligations, no man on earth has a right to censure it. Hazrat Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was once asked by a visitor, tell me about Islam. He, in reply, told him the fundamentals of Islam and also started telling him of the acts of volition later on, of good acts which pertain to the region of Nawafil. So he said, look here, I will do just that which is obligatory and nothing more. So will I be forgiven? So he said, yes, that will suffice you. So that is the minimum which is required. Now if somebody falls below the minimum, then of course he comes under the censure again of Allah, not of human beings. It is only for them to admonish him with kindness. But still he can be admonished But those who remain within that sphere and don't transgress in any way the dictates of Islam, nobody has a right to speak harshly to them. So if some of the murabbis, some of the missionaries are living a decent life, nobody knows what else are the resources they have they have access to. Maybe Allah has provided them with money from some resources which they do not want to reveal. So as long as you do not come upon some positive charge of mistrust, of misuse of money, nobody has a right to say that, look, here such and such person is living decently and he has no right to. Why not? Allah tells He has created these things for the sake of true believers. Here they are shared by the rest, but in the hereafter they would be exclusively for the believers.